podcast for the upper class. This dialogue's for real. And when the race is on, the events are current and the crew has no chill. So watch out how you talk to kids. She a pretty girl that don't play. The mastermind and the mouthpiece is John Q and Dre. So tune in, cause we on now. Everybody go play. Put your money on with your funny bone, cause we on the rap with Riz. We straight shooting to the east side. We straight shooting to the west. We straight shooting to the whole city. That's what we do best. Straight shooting.
What up, though?
Detroit.
The Str8 Shoot'n podcast, the #1 podcast in the city of Detroit, is back in the motherfucking building.
We is the livest.
The livest, the funniest,
the live. We argue for the show starts. Y'all just don't know.
Right.
Shit be going down for the show starts.
Yeah, y'all think
much.
shit going when the show is on, but you should see the before and after shows.
Dre lying about he don't lick ass. Everything go down.
Hell no.
Acting like he's too good, and Q act like he's too cute for the shit. I got too many muscles to do this shit.
She here all week. She here all week.
You just fucked up.
You know you fucked up. Right?
Damn, that shot's fired right there.
You know what I'm saying? For real. I guess that's how we doing shit on Str8 Shoot'n, huh? All right.
So those of you out there who first time watching, my name is DRE.
I'm John Q in this bitch.
This your
What
girl
up, though?
Keys.
And I'm Frank on the end.
And we are the Str8 Shoot'n podcast. And you know how we set it off each and every week before we get into the show. We discuss how everybody weekend went. Let's start it off, I guess, from right to left. What about you, Frank?
No, my weekend went good. You know, I did a church show.
Shit.
Yeah, you know, like you said, did they call you a heathen?
Yeah, they call you a heathen.
Hey, there's more heathens in church than you know.
yeah.
Trust me.
Did you slip up any and shit?
No, I'm professional. I got that down.
Okay.
So you was already prepared for
He was
it.
like, God darn it.
I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about it. No. So I got to take my son with me. So
Okay.
That's cool.
You know, he don't give a damn.
Okay.
He don't. He was 5 playing the video game. He like, we gonna go yet?
He ready to leave.
Yeah, I gotta come sit at your job. Like for real. What I do wrong? Yeah. So
Like that's double trouble and shit. I gotta listen to you crack jokes and be in church. Like what the fuck? No.
he's like, as long as we go to McDonald's after.
That's all he concerned about.
That's all he's concerned
How
about.
old is he?
He's 5.
Oh, yep. So
wow,
there
yeah,
you go.
He's 5.
Okay.
Yep.
That's
That Happy Meal, you could do whatever. That's gonna calm all that down.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I got my kids one today. My daughter was pissed at me, and I got her a Happy Meal. She was
See?
okay.
Yep. You know that's the remedy for everything for them little toddlers and shit.
Hell no.
He thinks he's slick. He's like, you know what we ain't had in a long time? I'm like, what? McDonald's? We ain't been to McDonald's. We was at McDonald's the other day.
Right.
You can't live off McDonald's.
He
that
like,
shit was
that's a
long
long
enough.
time for him.
Hell yeah.
Shit, that was more than 3 days.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right.
So my weekend, I ain't do nothing, man. Same typical weekend it always be. Saturday, I was at the store. Friday, I ain't do shit then either. So
Okay.
I don't have a interesting life, man. My shit boring.
Yeah, so same.
Unless it's something specific, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, it is boring as fuck. My life is
It's business.
work, run business,
It's business.
and come home. That's it.
Yeah.
Every now and then, you know, if I got somebody doing an event that, you know, I know it's gonna be grown people at, or it's somebody I know, I'll go attend it. But other than that, nah, I'm posted. These little motherfuckers out here too wild. Nah, and had they kill somebody or some shit. I ain't trying to go to jail.
Hell no.
So
Yeah. Wow.
yeah.
So what about you, Keys?
I think I don't remember. I must have didn't do anything. No, I must have
You the
laid
youngest
around.
motherfucker up here and shit. Got a damn.
That's a heck of a weekend.
Right, you know
I
what
don't
I mean?
even remember. I don't even remember.
What you done roofied yourself?
Right. I didn't do anything. I guess I just laid around. I don't recall doing anything. I must have just laid around this weekend.
So you sound like a shit. You like us and shit, because I ain't do a goddamn thing either.
No, she just don't want to tell us.
All right, you know.
Keys don't never just
y'all
lay
know
around.
For me, like if I'm not going out of town, I don't fuck around. Like I'm for pro Detroit. I don't want to act like I'm dog of my city, but I just don't fuck around out here. I don't like.
It's crazy though because we sit up and talk about the bullshit that go on here, but it happens in every other city.
Yeah,
Exactly.
All the motherfuckers who live in that city saying the same shit we saying right now about Detroit.
Yeah.
So motherfuckers in Atlanta, motherfuckers in LA, motherfuckers in New York. It's just, I guess you get burnt out on your own city after a while.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
So what? How your weekend go, Q?
Shit, the same here. I ain't do a motherfucking thing. Sunday, I made sure I didn't do nothing. I ain't do no fucking walking, no workout shit. I took off one fucking day from all that shit. I needed it too. You know what I'm saying? I've been going at it and shit like them 2-a-days and all that shit and working out 7 days straight for like 2 months straight. So I was like, you know what? I needed to. My damn body and shit was just getting, you know what I'm saying, too damn extra sore. I'm like, fuck that. It's time to take a little break. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, you know, so my clients and shit and people that be working out with me is pretty mad now and shit. They like, damn, what the fuck is wrong with you, dog? Like, yeah, I got some energy now.
Right. You done ran their ass down. They like, chill out, dog. Shit.
We doing like fucking 1,200 reps every goddamn day now and shit. They like, what the fuck is wrong, man? You all right? Yeah, I'm fine. Shit, I'm finally got me some damn energy again.
Right.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? But no, I ain't do too much of that, man.
Y'all been, man, this stomach issue, man. I cannot get over this shit. And then I went to the doctor today, did CT scan and all this and that. They claim they ain't find shit. But I know you know your body with something wrong.
Yeah.
So something y'all overlooking.
Yeah.
Something not right. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been dealing with this shit for, 2.5 months now? So yeah, so that
I might have to motherfucking go somewhere else, man. Or
yeah, I probably will. I'm going to see my gastrologist next week.
Okay.
So hopefully she can figure that shit out and, you know, but
Could be something that you're eating, and all of a sudden you may be having a reaction to it, and you never had a reaction to it.
But see, but the thing is with that's what I thought. But like I keep track of what I eat, so I know what I'm eating. So it continues. So I might not eat shit for the same shit for like another week, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then, but it still continues. It's a constant. It ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
But you know. So, like I said, as much I ain't been to the gym since this shit been going on, really. But before, I was going to the gym religiously. I lost weight every motherfucker where else in my stomach. Yeah. So,
but you know, I was reading an article and about people with stomach issues, and you know what they said the remedy was?
What?
Eating booty.
They did not say no shit like that. This motherfucker be saying.
Quite sure. Hey, look, I'm quite sure you didn't see that shit. No kind of article.
Really did.
Damn, that's 2. She got 2 in.
Yeah.
She firing off today.
Hey man, hey look, everybody that's watching this shit, y'all make sure y'all like and share and subscribe if y'all
She
having this
said
shit.
eating booty. God, dog.
That is not a remedy.
We see that's her solution.
If anything, that's gonna make your stomach worse. You
Hell
damn
yeah, shit
licking
on
that
shit.
feces down your motherfucking throat. Fuck around, be walking around this bitch with strep throat for the rest of your life.
You might need that. Might make you regular. You might be good after that.
Regular with a
Mix a
shit
little
sandwich.
good bacteria with bad bacteria.
Right. It might be good.
Exactly.
Listen, I had a trach in my throat. That's why I sound like that. Y'all gonna fuck around, be walking around this bitch like me, sound like Batman and shit.
Right.
I'm Batman.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
What happened to your voice? I was eating ass.
Right.
That was
You be
good.
Batman, your ass gonna be Booty Man.
That's Doc name, Booty Man.
Mr. What?
King
Mr.
Dingleberry.
So the doctor got to give you a prescription to stop eating ass. That's what you
I
say.
already got that prescription a long time ago. You are not allowed to eat any asshole at all. Thanks, Doc. I appreciate it.
Then the stomach pain started.
That's 3. She on fire.
Oh, so today is your day.
She on fire.
Y'all was fucking with me this weekend, so I had to get. I'm on your ass today.
Look at it. You just an ass fiend, ain't you? You know what I'm saying? Just ass.
I've been thinking about Q ass all weekend. And another thing, you know how when you write your shit down,
I
when you
can see.
see
Hey, she said that shit right now.
She went
paragraph.
She went spending hours and shit. Like, your ass been contemplating that shit the
I've
whole
been sitting
time.
there thinking
At
about
the damn
that shit.
production meeting and shit. Like, man, fuck that. I'm about to text this. Like,
She come out of nowhere and shit, dog. I'm like, and this is for Q. I'm like, damn, like really? Like, what the fuck?
She couldn't even sleep. That's why she ain't going nowhere this weekend.
I was thinking about that shit this whole weekend. I'm gonna get his ass.
Right.
And she came in fired up.
fired
I
up.
did.
Point number 1.
Look, let me tell y'all something. Niggas ain't shit and bitches like this shit. Basically.
Hell no.
So let's get into our sponsors and shit, man. Go ahead,
Yes.
Dre. What you got going on?
This segment of the Str8 Shoot'n podcast is brought to you by Str8 Fashion. You can find Str8 Fashion on Instagram and Facebook, also Str8fashion.com, or you can come down to the store, 3031 West Grand Boulevard, Suite 180, Detroit, Michigan. Again, it's Dresan, Dresan Fashion. You go ahead and look it up and check out, see something you like. Come down there. I'm sure we got something for y'all, ladies
I
and
want that
men.
orange, what is it?
That orange trench coat.
I want that.
You bet. Motherfuckers been on that shit. I've been getting called.
sweet.
Ladies been
Yeah.
calling for that bitch like a
That orange
motherfucker.
trench
Ain't
coat.
nobody came and got that bitch though. We held it for one lady. She like, I'm coming to get it. Never came and shit. So I text her like, look, I'm not holding it no more. Somebody else come get that motherfucker. It's gone.
Right.
So it is what it is. But yeah, make sure y'all check us out. And then we also brought to you by Sanford Films. You need any photography? It's prime season. Y'all got these kids. Y'all want their pictures taken? Look us up on Facebook or Instagram. Sanford Films, SANFORD Films. We get reasonable prices. We do good work. Check us out.
How much is that orange trench coat?
200.
Ain't bad.
Is it sweet? Is it nice?
Yeah, that motherfucker nice.
She's smiling.
Because you looking like you gonna buy it for me.
I trick off sometimes. but
At least you honest, bro. At least you honest. Fuck it.
if I'm in that mood, I trick off sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, Keys. It might not be for you, but I'll trick.
Y'all hear that, ladies?
Got that bitch my trench coat.
Right. So we also sponsored by Gym Animal Muscle Gang Fitness and Gym Animal Muscle Gang Apparel. I can be reached at Instagram, also on Facebook, and you can go on www.gamg.shop to check out the apparel. And also, if you're looking for some like personal training and stuff like that or whatever, I am a personal trainer, so holla at me. I'll whoop your ass real good for you. You know what I'm saying? So, and then also we are sponsored by Broham and shit on the backside of me and shit by Ape, which is all problems eliminated. All right, this is a home repair and home restoration company. You can call him at area code 623-223-3943. You got.
So, guys, this is probably the last week of the K&J Kennel Club. So, again, I do have 2 Rottweilers left. I have 2 boys. They have their AKC papers. They are German Rottweilers, and they're going for $1,200.
Okay.
So, all of the other puppies have been bought. So, I guarantee you by next Tuesday, these last 2 will be gone. And it's pet season. So, again, if anybody interested in purchasing, one of these 2, you can hit me up on my Gmail. That's AmberKeya, AmberKeya8585@gmail.com.
All right.
Yep.
What about you, Frank? What you got popping and shit?
I got the Latino Awards in Saginaw this weekend that I'm
shit. All
hosting.
right.
So I'm going to be around all my people.
Okay.
I'm going to get out of there because they call immigration real quick. All the Mexicans in one spot.
God damn.
But if you need something repaired, we got you covered. Got you covered. So
All right. So check him out and shit in Saginaw.
Yep. And just a heads up for everybody, we was supposed to have the guest Giovanna Sally, daughter of John Sally, Pistons great John Sally, on today. But we couldn't work out the schedule with her, so we're gonna have her on another time. So we won't be having a guest on today. But that does not mean we're not still gonna entertain y'all. So
Oh yeah, y'all gonna have a hell of a fucking show today.
Because I'm on y'all head. Period.
Oh.
Yep.
she's shooting.
Now she's on head. And
She's
she was
shooting-
on ass.
she's shooting
now
shots.
she on head, right? You know what I'm saying? For real. All right. So this is the time that we do shot of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So who doing the shot of the day? Y'all
I'm
got
doing the
something?
shot of the day.
Come on, Dre. All right.
And The shot of the day
I already know.
is brought to you by not eating ass.
There we go.
Get the fuck out of here.
Here we go.
They lying.
Salute to
I
that.
can't
That
toast to
wasn't what
that. I
they
can't
said.
toast to that.
Hey.
That wasn't what they were saying.
Everybody out
They
there,
Can't toast to that.
lying.
all you guys out there
They lying.
that's listening to the show,
Straight equally.
if you're not an ass eater,
if you're
Yes,
not
you
eating
do.
ass,
put them glasses up and
put them up
toast.
high.
Yes, y'all do.
See, look, she didn't toast to it. She knew the truth.
I'm a toast anyway.
Yes, y'all do.
I'm a
Y'all
toast
lying.
anyway,
He said he
right?
just kissed the butt cheeks.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
That's not what y'all said.
just like fucking Nancy Reagan said, just say no.
Just say no.
Dre said he only licked the crack. in
I
the
said
beginning.
I only nothing. Did not believe that shit.
Uh-huh.
All right. So we going to shoot the shit. And that's all right. What's up, man? Y'all kinda quiet and shit. Oh, here you go again.
Slow fingers McGee.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Oh, stink.
Shooting this shit.
That's stink finger. Wrong one, dog.
Okay.
There we go. I guess if he licked more
Hey,
ass,
y'all should
right?
call
If he
in.
licked
Hey,
more
look,
ass.
y'all should call in right now. 248-690-596.
It's time to shoot the
5996.
shit
And holla,
with Straight
hey,
Shoot
and
podcast.
let Doc know and shit how y'all feel about it.
Doc don't give a damn.
Right. So this week in shit on shooting the shit, we have a story in the New York Post. This was February 19th, 2022, this year. So it's titled, Chinese Man Lured by Fake Job Ad Becomes Blood Slave in Cambodia. All right. So check this out. It says, a Chinese man was kidnapped and held captive for months as a blood slave in Cambodia after being lured by a fake job ad, according to South China Morning Post. A man identified by his surname, Lee, managed to escape early this month with the help of a member of a gang in the city of Senhukauville that was holding him captive. He was currently being treated in a hospital and reportedly he's reportedly in stable condition. So it says since August of 2021, it was the gang that that kidnapped him, whatever, had reportedly took 27 ounces of blood each month from the 31-year-old. All right. It says the blood was believed to be sold to private buyers.
Okay, so imagine
That's crazy.
Imagine all of the people that didn't escape. Like
Right,
all
'cause
these
he
black
ain't
kids
the
that's
only
coming
one.
up missing.
Yeah.
All of these women that's coming up missing, they snatching their ovaries out for who's.
Yeah.
Imagine all
Shit.
those people.
Right.
Ovaries, uterus, all
You know
that
what I'm
shit.
saying?
Yeah.
So do you know they were also saying in China, a lot of people from China cross over that wall and they take them kids over in Africa, they steal them. And they
Yeah.
either raise them up for a couple years in order to steal their organs, or they just immediately do it. They starve them to death.
Right.
So all of that human trafficking, organ harvesting, taking your blood, that shit is real. That's why I always advise people: do not make yourself a donor on your ID, on your license,
yeah.
because if you were to get into a car accident or something was to happen, and they see, oh, okay, he's a donor, they're gonna purposely not try to save you.
Yeah.
Because
So they can sell your
they can
organs.
take your organs and sell them. You know what I mean? So it's really important that y'all make sure y'all don't sign up for that.
Now check this out. This is something kind of related to the story. So a lot of people don't know this, that you have melanin that's on the stock
Oh,
market,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's
Yep.
it's more expensive than say gold.
That's what I was just about to say. They said
So-
it is. It's
so-
worth more than gold.
So we talking about skin, we talking about your eyes, we talking about everything pertaining to, you know what I'm saying,
Yep.
if you got melanin or not. So
Right.
so figure that shit out. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know.
My thing about them capturing him and shit, so you was selling this man blood. How long was he over there? Did it say?
August
From August to-
2021.
February.
To when? To just recently to February?
To February.
So he been there over a year.
Not
Yeah,
quite
February
a year
19th.
So
So from August to
of last
February.
year, yeah.
So I want they had to, they probably was stripping him as far as they could, and then he was barely
Yeah,
hanging
like
on.
Yeah.
a good 6 what? About
Yeah,
six almost 7 months.
Yeah, so that's crazy.
Or what if
He's
they
suffering.
they say they selling it, but what if they used him to give somebody a transfusion?
Oh, yeah, that
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Who
Yeah, and that
actually
happens often.
who actually couldn't afford it. You know what I'm saying? But he was big in Cambodia.
Right,
It's
right.
like, I need to save my daughter. You feel me? So we gonna give this person a
And
transfusion.
think about it like this: how did they even know what type of blood he had in order to use it? So that's because that shit is all linked. When you go get your blood drawn and you go get these vaccinations and all this shit that they doing, they taking your blood sample right there in the
Yeah, because you're right. How would they fucking know?
Yeah, how would they even know?
Well, I
You know
mean,
what I'm
but hell,
saying?
now and shit, if you've been tested, I'm quite sure and shit for COVID and anything
Yep.
else. Oh, they got your
They
DNA
got your
shit on
your
file.
DNA.
They got all
But
that
they
shit.
did say it
Even
was
when you
being
go to the
sold,
doctor
though, right?
anyway.
Said it was
Yeah, they said this shit's a private
They was,
buyers.
so that's what they was doing. They was probably selling his blood.
Oh, and then too, his blood type and shit, I think was O positive or something like that.
Private owners,
whatever
yeah.
and shit.
And
So
you know what
private
they doing
owners,
with the blood?
I wouldn't be surprised if it's fucking damn hospitals, like probably hospitals over here and shit.
It's some
buying
rich
the blood
people,
from-
like the Pizzagate, them people that was known for fucking with them kids
Yep.
and getting high off them kids' blood and
Yep.
torturing them. That's what they doing.
Yep.
Rich, high celebrities are getting high off of blood. It's something, I can't think of the correct terminology, but you know what I'm talking
It's
about. That's-
adrenochrome.
Yep.
That's what it's called.
Yeah,
so it's
they
like
getting high off that shit, off
what
of
it
fear.
is it's like
Off of
it's
fear.
like so when somebody is frightened and stuff like that, it's their adrenaline and
Yep.
stuff like that, and then it's like it does something to your blood or whatever. So they actually like consume it
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, and then they take it from the person or whatever and stuff, and then they consume it.
and it's
after,
euphoric
you
for
know
them
what
when
I'm
they
saying?
take
Yeah.
it. And
Fucking modern
more
day
kids have it
vampires.
than modern day
Yeah, sick
vampires.
bastards. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fucking
People
crazy.
be talking about and shit like, oh, this is a conspiracy
It's
shit.
not,
No, it's not.
though.
You know what I'm saying?
But if you go back, because everything in the Bible not false, just like everything in the Bible not true. But if you go back in the Bible, like even that shit is talked about even then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As far as blood sacrifices and shit that they was doing with the blood.
I mean, but if you want to go there then and shit, you got to look at it like this. What are you doing this shit for communion?
Yeah.
There you go. Symbolism and shit of, you know what I'm saying, drinking blood, the wine, right on the crackers.
Yep.
I love that.
Absolutely. So if you can go as far as doing that, like you said, then why can't you think outside the box as far as the other things that they wanted to do with the blood?
Right. Yeah, I mean, there's no telling what they probably was using it for. They probably was using it for all type of shit. Whoever just was willing to buy it, they sold it. They probably ain't ask questions.
4-8-690-5996. Comment, say something. You know what I'm saying? Talk some shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So what's the next?
So the ratchet segment of the day, straight ratchet.
Yep. There we go.
What up, though? This your girl Keys, and it's time to talk straight ratchet.
Yo, what's up, Detroit? So my topic for today, I wouldn't even necessarily call it ratchet. They got these new condoms for anal sex only, right?
Man, I swear, you is the asshole queen of this motherfucker. Everything ass.
It was a very interesting.
We see who the ass.
I guess my question is why? Because regular condoms work just as fine.
So they say.
No, they do.
Well, I'm guessing, the texture of this condom makes them feel like they got more filling when they're hitting a booty hole, and this is supposed to, make sure.
See, look, the microphone saying, "Goddamn, you talking about ass too much."
Bootleg ass microphone.
Look at him, oh shit. Microphone saying, "Oh shit, talking about that ass too much."
Check that boy off.
Asshole.
So she got to spit bars now.
So now I can spit bars.
Right.
So they got these new motherfucking condoms. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? They got these new condoms.
What you were saying, that's what regular condoms do, right?
Well, no, they're not
Sensation.
supposed to do the. I mean, these are like strictly for the booty hole, like nothing else. You can't use these in vagina. So I'm guessing, maybe the LGBT community came up with some shit like we want better condoms. I don't know, but whatever the case is, it got me to thinking. I'm like, okay, well, for one, I'm glad that they are coming up with new condoms because maybe it will enforce more of them using the condom is very, very slim. So what I was kind of thinking is, at least they came out with a new condom to, maybe enforce, more condom usage because there is a very spike in HIV right now, especially in Atlanta. And it don't take a rocket science to put two and two together.
Well, I
So,
figure like I mean I don't know, but if you getting feces and shit on your on your
Okay,
dick and
so
shit,
I
it could be a motherfucker.
I was kind of like, I was like, okay, well, I'm glad that they got these, new condoms, because I'm just gonna say, personally, when it comes to anal sex, to each his own. But I think that's the most grotesque shit that you can do. And I know.
Wait, what?
All right, she
Wait,
just
hold
said,
on.
She talking about licking ass.
Now you don't give a shit
And now
about
she,
Wow.
then
tell
she
you
just
why.
flipped it up. Oh my god.
That is grotesque, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's a difference between licking the surface of the rim and you washing up. And
That is what-
no,
that's
I'm gonna tell you why.
disgusting.
Because no, when you actually stick your penis inside of a booty hole, your penis has a hole in it, and now you
But your
sticking
mouth
But
is
your
a hole.
tongue
No,
is in your mouth.
but listen. I'm gonna break it down to y'all, and for people who really
No,
think
that's
about
the
this.
biggest fucking
No,
contradiction
let
what
me
you
finish.
saying
No,
right now.
no. When you stick your penis and you stick it inside of a booty hole, I don't give a fuck what you squirt up in there. It's shit in there. And then when you putting
That's why you shouldn't do it.
when you putting the penis inside of a booty hole, because a butthole is not meant for a penis to go in there, it stretches and there is small little blood. It's blood. So now you mixing shit and blood, and now that shit and blood is now getting inside your fucking
So
penis.
let me ask you this.
And now
Let me ask you
you're
this.
creating
So you
disease.
think? So hold on. Let me-
Wait,
let-
the
It
correct
is.
term
So hold
It
on.
is.
is
If you
urethra.
don't think shit is getting inside your dick when you stick your dick in a goddamn
The
booty hole,
correct
you are
term-
crazy.
So-
You right, but
The
So let
correct
me
term.
ask you this. So to you, it's worse
They're having shit on your face.
to have shit on your dick than shit in your
Yeah, shit, because the shit gonna go inside your dick.
No.
It
It's
ain't
gonna
just
go down your throat.
It's gonna go down your
it's
throat and your
not,
blood
because you're just licking the surface. You're not putting your
Shit,
unless it's
motherfuckers
shit
be
with
the one licking all this shit up.
If you're licking a booty hole and it got shit on the rim of the booty, then that bitch dirty anyway.
Okay,
Listen,
but
But when
here's
you
the
stick
thing.
your dick
But you
in
shouldn't be
the
licking
inside
that
a hole,
asshole.
The
in the
correct
first place.
term is called urethra. That's what it is. Now, you're going to tell me that that's worse than sticking your tongue? Because your tongue, you kissing
I'm
everybody
gonna
with
tell you
that
why.
tongue.
Because you mixing blood and shit together, and blood and shit creates fucking diseases.
But it's still
And
the same
parasites.
shit
But you
there,
still
and it's
got
still getting on your tongue.
Okay, so now look at
It's not.
So hold on, I got a
How?
question for you. So say
Unless her booty hole dirty.
So look, so say if you and shit, say if you got gum disease, you flossing your fucking teeth, and then you eat some ass and shit, you not gonna get the same kind of motherfucking blood shit from an asshole if you licking it.
If it's shit on the rim of the booty, yeah.
But it's shit in
listen,
the
though.
asshole.
But
Listen.
what you not putting your tongue in
But
the
that's-
asshole?
That's what you be talking about.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
you're
And-
not.
but
You was
listen,
just licking the surface.
do you watch porn? Don't sit up here. But you know you do. So don't sit up here and say them motherfuckers in them porn. I'm about to call you on your BS because you said I remember this conversation every day. I didn't feel
Women. I didn't say that they all did it. I said they don't feel like it's anything wrong with
Clean
it.
up on
if
aisle
it's
two.
certain women.
Oh, okay.
Is what I said.
So now let me
You know
ask
what
you.
I'm
Let me
saying?
ask you another question. So, what's your preference, light skinned dudes or dark skinned dudes?
Mine is dark skin.
Okay, then. So that
But-
just prove. Wait, no, but.
It's been a
You
light
just-
skinned man that
listen,
did that shit.
Listen, no,
Yes, it was all
don't
light
even
skinned men. No
try
dark
it.
skinned that do that shit. And that's all y'all.
That's because
Especially
you fuck
ones
with
with the good
weirdos
hair.
again. Like I
No.
told you, that's all that is.
Y'all are all light trying to tell y'all. I
I'm
know
only
y'all
light
be eating
skinned a
booty
little
hole.
bit
Like I
right now.
know.
and
That
shit,
don't-
when that sun
that-
come
You
out,
that
light
don't
skin,
have
you light
nothing to
skin,
do with nothing.
especially the people with that hair and shit
listen,
like you.
listen,
And you.
listen. That's some
and y'all
BS.
too.
I ain't got no good hair.
The
I'm
pretty
bald headed
boys.
than a motherfucker.
But you, but
Listen.
I can tell when you
No.
had the hair, you had that booty licking strand
No.
type of hair.
You
I
know
can tell
what?
you did.
I'm changing my
I can tell you
testimony.
did.
I don't lick no ass. Because the shit you
You know
saying,
what I mean?
He was
the
just saying
shit
something
you
different.
saying is
Let
off
me
the
go.
fucking wall.
Y'all
The
trying to
shit you saying is off the fucking wall
Y'all
right
trying
now.
to take me away from my goddamn topic.
No, but come on. No, you talking about 8
You
and
talking
8
about the condoms.
Y'all
That's
ain't
how-
bringing
Only
that up.
light-skinned dudes do that shit.
I said, yeah, because I stick to that. Dark skinned men
Listen,
don't do that shit.
if it's only
light-skinned
light
men.
skinned dudes, then light skinned niggas will still be in style, according to y'all.
Thank
So
you.
don't
Why?
even try that
That's why they
shit.
are, because they do that shit.
You
That's why.
women say
So
all the
look, we
time
got-
they ain't no
we
more.
got
So
New
don't
Life-
even try it.
New Life 624 says, "Wow, y'all really teaching me something."
Hell
This is
yeah, I'm glad. See, that's what I'm here for, babe. I'm here for that. So going back to that, you know, the condom and the whole the anal thing. I just personally think it's disgusting, but to each his own. But I actually was very happy to see that they were coming up with anal condoms, because I'm like, well, damn, maybe this will help them, you know, maybe try to wear more condoms, because the shit is very unnatural and disgusting, you know, mixing shit and
No,
dick and
be
all that
specific.
stuff.
Maybe it'll help the light-skinned dudes wear more condoms, because the light-skinned dudes only do
Said it,
that.
not me.
The dark-skinned dudes don't do that shit. That's really what the fuck you want to say.
Said it on me.
right.
So
Listen, you be talking all that shit about the light skinned dudes. At least you know for sure it's like them undercover ass dark skinned niggas that play that role and be worse than the light skinned.
Yep.
No.
Don't
Yep.
even try.
Yeah.
Don't even.
Yeah.
So we go hop into
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yep.
So we go get into our main topic of the day, and our main topic is what, Q?
We are talking about the war in Ukraine.
yeah.
I mean, it's pretty the newest shit they want to go ahead and shove down our throat every fucking
Right.
day. So
And
we just gonna give our take on it.
Yeah, we just gonna give our take on it. You know, we're gonna discuss it all the way around, like the ramifications. You know, what's real and what's not real.
Yeah.
Things of that nature. So we're gonna get into it. Just let me put this disclaimer out here. War for anybody, any nation or whatever is not a good thing. So, you know, you get civilians that's hurt, that ain't even involved in the shit. You know, it's not a good thing, period. Now, with that said, being out the way, I just want to say this. It seems now to me, and not saying it's not a real war. I'm not saying that, so I don't want people saying, oh, you did falsified about the war, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what it is, but if y'all notice, it's just been one thing after the next. So we didn't jump from this. Now you don't hear anything about COVID. No more. Nothing. They ain't
What is
talking
that?
shit about COVID.
Yep.
They strictly Ukraine. Strictly everything that's going on in Ukraine, like COVID just didn't disappear now. But so it's a shift in energy.
In fact, they starting to lift the mask mandates.
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
No,
you don't gotta wear
and
the mask.
vaccine
Yep.
mandates.
Yeah.
So what happened?
What
Like
happened?
now, just a war that started in another country, it don't exist no
No,
more.
this is another act or another operation. That's what I believe, because it's like that was Act 1. This is Act 2. Next thing is shit that probably come with the fucking aliens finally.
Oh yeah, that's
So,
coming. All right,
Yeah.
I told y'all that was coming regardless.
You know,
So
so
and all bullshit aside, I kind of predicted all this shit.
yeah,
but-
me too. Yeah. So let me ask y'all this:
Okay.
if anything comes down, say this way for sure or whatever, let me ask y'all this: y'all, which one would y'all choose? Would you choose to go to war or prison?
prison.
I'm going to prison.
I'm going
This
to
ain't
prison.
our war.
Only,
Especially a black man or a black woman.
only way I'm not going if it came over here on our soil and I had to protect my family.
My family, yeah.
That's the only way. If it's where they talking about driving me to send me to some other country for somebody else war, nah, just send my ass to jail. My black ass ain't about to go over there fighting that shit.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, 100%.
Because that's not our war.
What about you, Frank? You over there? Hey, you over there?
I don't know.
Pondering.
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. Let's be real. Is the United States gonna step in? No, they're not. Because it's my will. No, they're not. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Should they step in? No, they shouldn't. Because it has nothing to do with them. And basically, it's like $650 million worth of weapons. Okay, when I was in Iraq and Afghanistan, they had a company over there called Halliburton.
Yeah.
Halliburton was owned by Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney had a contract for $450 million. Okay, to fund the war.
Yeah.
So why did we stay over there 20 years?
Exactly.
So they can make that money. Russia was in Afghanistan for 10 years and couldn't beat Afghanistan. So now we go over there to Afghanistan, right? And all of a sudden, Donald Trump did this shit. He signed to have the troops pulled out. But Dick Cheney made a ton of fucking money.
Yeah.
Right.
He made a ton of money. Somebody got to build them tanks. They got to build them planes. They got to do all this. Now, in Russia's case, say that again now. Ford Motor Company. All these factories are equipped to build war equipment.
Oh, yeah.
That's the bottom line. Now let's get in real quick. Let's get into gas prices. Our gas don't come from Russia.
Nope.
Right.
Our gas don't come from Australia. I mean, from Afghanistan.
Nope.
It comes from Australia through Canada. But because they don't regulate OPEC, they find a reason to raise the prices. Now, what they can do is take the embargoes off Venezuela and get our oil from them.
Right. But they don't want to.
But somebody in Venezuela fucked over somebody, so they only gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So if you realize what's happening with Russia and the Ukraine wants to be separatist. They want to be a sovereign nation.
Right.
Period.
Well,
we
they
want to
are
be
a
by
so-
ourselves.
Well, they are a sovereign
But
nation.
Russia says no because if we don't control Ukraine, we don't control Poland. That doesn't make us a superpower anymore.
Right.
Okay,
They want the whole Soviet Union back.
Right. I mean, really, they're going back to the Cold War. And if you notice who hasn't said shit is China.
Yeah.
China's waiting to see what happens.
Yeah.
But you know what? What I think eventually, I think it's about to be a world war.
Yeah.
That's just
I
my
do
opinion.
too.
Because what's going to happen is, it's starting off with Ukraine and Russia. If they take over Ukraine, they're most definitely about to push into Poland and all that other shit.
Well, if they do that, I think China might end up.
I wanna
trying to
hear-
That's my
over there
point.
with-
Right.
So
Let me
listen.
hear
So they're going to try to push because that's Putin's agenda. He want to reform the Soviet Union. So he's going to push into Poland and what's the other bordering country? Romania and all that. But see, now when he do that,
Hungary. Yeah.
you got that's not a UN. That's Poland is protected under the UN. So now you got to involve them into it. But then that's when China go come into play. So all that shit is a ploy, man.
Well, here's the thing. China used to have a good relationship with the United States till Trump got in office. He hates fucking Trump.
Right.
So right now they don't.
Right.
Their army is
everybody.
3 times the size of ours.
Right.
So whoever they decide to back, that's it. That's how it's going down.
But-
so they sitting back waiting.
But see, China president did make a statement when Russia first went over there. The statement basically, I don't remember the exact words, but the statement basically was saying he understand why Putin doing what he doing, and basically he sympathized with what he's doing.
Well, so look, the short history of it is this: after World War II or whatever, you had NATO established. Okay, so they pretty much or whatever and shit didn't even give, say, Russia a chance. Now, mind you, Russia had more people that was killed. You know what I'm saying in World War II. It actually like helped out Great Britain, the U.S. and stuff like that defeat Hitler. But what happened was this is initially they were allies of Hitler, and then Hitler and Germany or whatever double crossed them. So when that happened, that was pretty much saying, hey, we gonna leave y'all on an island by yourself. Everybody else and shit gathered together, you know what I'm saying, to form the EU and all that kind of stuff or whatever, right? So Russia since then already been pretty much pissed off. Like, what the fuck? Like, we didn't had a ton of our people die to help y'all out, and then y'all turned around and shit. You know what I'm saying? And shit
that was in the beginning though, because Russia was
that's where it stems from.
But Russia was at the table about to join the UN. This was just last year before, like it was something. Russia was getting ready to join the UN, and something happened, and Putin pulled out of it.
Yeah.
At the last minute. So they was offering him to get in there. I don't know. I can't remember what it was, why he pulled out or whatever, but at one point he was about to join the UN.
Well, I'm quite sure it had something to probably do with probably the economics between, say, the oil and stuff that they actually supply to Europe. Because if you look at Europe itself, you know what I'm saying, all the countries and stuff that is that Russia is supplying as far as oil or whatever, Europe really doesn't have anything as far as resources and shit, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
of their own.
Right.
So
Right.
they pretty much at the whim of everybody else's
Right.
countries. That's why they so much in Africa and everywhere else. So the thing is, it's like, when you talking about these sanctions and stuff like that. Now, this is the key right here. So they actually are trying to eliminate them from being able to transfer wire through SWIFT and all this shit, right? But here's the deal. If they have money, plenty of money and shit, say on their blockchain and shit with cryptocurrency, how the fuck you gonna stop how you gonna sanction somebody?
you
You know what I'm
can't
saying?
with that.
So this is what they really are actually trying to do, is test this shit out, because they already did like a tester with Canada just recently with all those protesters and shit, those truck drivers and stuff like that.
Right.
So you had the damn prime minister actually start cutting off people money and stuff out of their banks. They stopped eliminating people from using their money in their bank.
Right.
That was quote unquote funding those protesters. Now you have a country now that's getting sanctioned, you know what I'm saying, by all these other bankers and all the original or the basic banks and systems and stuff like that, the electronic bank systems and stuff like that everybody is using.
Right.
But it's like, okay, if you like I said, if Russia is on any kind of blockchain and they
trying to
still
blame them for that shit, that was just a reason to get his ass out of the way. We go take that oil.
They can't do nothing.
And the same thing with Gaddafi. They only killed him because
So my
what
question to
Gaddafi
you
was
guys,
trying to do. Gaddafi
how,
was trying
in your opinion,
to make
how do you feel
unite
like that's
Africa,
gonna
make
affect
one
the
Africa,
States?
and then he also was trying
we come
to
in
make
at?
gold the official currency.
The only reason why
in that country, and if they did that,
if they're allies,
all the American dollar would have collapsed. All the fucking damn currency in the world would have collapsed, because if you start to use that, then the value of gold is gonna go up, and the space is gonna start being worth. So they was like, no, you ain't doing that shit.
You cannot kill world
It
leaders
is,
unless
but
everybody
that would've made
decides
that
it's
shit
like
10
being
times
green.
worth.
You know what I'm saying?
We already know the value of gold is worth more than so why wouldn't that be currency in the first place? Why wouldn't metals be currency in the first place?
But everybody
that's how
has
you
to
know
say
it's-
yes.
it's
You know
more
what I'm
bullshit.
saying?
That's just
Look
like
at
now,
how
a lot
Saddam
of people
Hussein
don't even
ran
know
crazy for over
about
30
the
years.
metal
But
plate.
once the United States is through
Uranium
with
is
you,
worth more than
and we ain't
gold,
got nothing to
platinum,
get
all
off
that
of
shit
you,
right now.
right? What they do? They took his money
And
and
half the people don't even know all that be ploys. So most of the time, all this shit be ploys.
Yeah,
all
it
the
is.
wars, just even without, like you said, Bush tried to put all that shit on Saddam when he kept telling him. Everybody knew it wasn't his.
I mean, to answer your question, I think the only way, because Republicans right now are putting the pressure. Republicans, because let's be real, white people gonna back white people.
Right.
It don't matter where they are. Republicans don't give a fuck about us.
No.
Because there's wars going on over here they don't give a shit about.
Yep.
But all of a sudden, oh yeah, we got to go to Ukraine and save Ukraine. Ukraine don't give a fuck about us either.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
But we will back our white people. Period. Like Trump
You're
said.
right, though.
Well, this wouldn't happen if bullshit. You was in bed with Putin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Basically, and a whole lot. Russia was doing a whole lot of shit when he was in office.
Yeah, because they was
So-
pulling strings with his ass.
For the United States to have to step in, they would have to assassinate the Ukrainian president, or they would have to drop a nuclear bomb.
Yeah.
So now here's another that I don't know if a lot of people are aware of, that you have Biden's son, Hunter Biden, was sitting on the board of I forgot, damn, I had it written down, but he was sitting on the board of some oil companies or something like that or whatever, and he's actually being supposed to be under investigation
Right.
between I believe it's like laundering money or using it to secure deals and stuff under, say, under his father and stuff like that back in Ukraine. This happened back in like 2018. So you do have a connection there. So it's like, okay, so you was making you was making shady ass deals while your dad was vice president. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, here's a connection, say, with far as the United States or whatever too. You know what I mean? When it comes to the economics or whatever, you know.
Say that again.
No, I was just saying that was another connection far as the United
Oh, okay.
States dealing with Hunter Biden's, the son and shit of the president, you know.
My next question is, how they are doing the Africans over in Ukraine.
And that's another point. Go ahead. I'll let you
So,
finish.
a lot of people are saying, pray for Ukraine, pray for Ukraine. But after what I saw, as far as how they were purposely not allowing, because I know they said the men between 18 and 60 have to stay behind. Okay, I get that. But I literally saw videos and clips of when they were trying to get the women and the children over, specifically the African women and children. They were not letting them get on those buses in order to escape.
Right.
They were letting the Ukrainians over, but if you had black skin, they not, you stuck. So it's hard for me to quote unquote pray for Ukraine or feel bad for the country. Where I was kind of pissed off at is a lot of those Africans that's over there, a lot of them are students.
Yeah.
You know, so why in the hell aren't their countries stepping in and doing something to go get their people?
Well, they had a big argument about that on The View. Did you see that?
I didn't.
And Whoopi Goldberg had to step in because somebody mentioned the same thing you said, right? And they said Ukraine is very open to minority African students, Indian students. They invite them over there. The people that were doing that were basically some of the border guards who were just being assholes, basically. You know what I'm saying? But like she made the point, they should be able to get out of the country too.
Right.
You know, and you made a point, why ain't they going over there? If you notice this, Ukraine's been asking everybody in Europe, help us, help us. Nobody stepped in.
No.
Everybody's saying, we support you. Right? We'll give you a standing ovation because nobody wants to get involved in that shit.
No.
Because Russia and Ukraine have this long fucking history that nobody really wants to touch.
They detoured them over to start with a P, but they were detoured somewhere else to go there in order to Poland. They got detoured to go to Poland in order to be saved or whatever. But the people wasn't even allowing them to get on the buses to get to Poland because they did speak. It was a lot of Africans that said that the country stepped in, like, go to Poland, and from there, we going to bring y'all home. And they created a way for them to get to Poland.
Right.
The Ukrainians aren't even allowing them to get on that bus and to even get over there.
I'm gonna tell you.
So I'm gonna say this though too. One thing you still have to understand too. You do have like what they call quote unquote crisis actors that's out there doing a lot of these stories, because it's been like reported like several stories have been straight up lies. Like they've been saying, okay, you've been seeing some stories where they said, okay, 7, 8 people or whatever was died in the bombing and this and that and other. Well, they're still alive. You got you had another situation where they showed like a whole little setting that was like looked like it was like a damn movie setting for the most part or whatever, and people was just like analyzing and breaking the stuff down. It's like, no, well, if this actually happened this way, it would have been this way. You know what I mean? So
and
it's
I get
a lot
that.
of.
So are you?
You know what I mean?
Are you suggesting that they could be making this up as far as
Some
not
of the
allowing
stuff
those Africans over?
No. I'm going to say it like this: it could be possibly yes and no. You know what I'm saying is it could be staged. Some of the stuff could be staged, because the whole thing is this: how many times or whatever we didn't heard, or I didn't seen the stuff myself where I didn't seen people would be like, oh, well, I'm such and such, this and that and other on the news, and it's saying that this is happening right then and there, and you like right there, and it's like, no, it's not. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of that stuff is happening. So you got to be careful though on who's controlling the narrative on a lot of this stuff.
And
too. You know
I
what
agree.
I mean?
Now that I agree with, and it goes back to when COVID happened.
Don't get me wrong, I don't believe that a lot of these
Every time you see the Asians get attacked, it was by black people. So
look at you and how many times or whatever where you was
it's nothing major.
oh yeah, the damn hospitals and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's been changed.
But it's not like that.
Yeah, hell no.
And I agree to that. But I will definitely say this for two reasons.
So that's really why the UN like fuck you. If it was something that was beneficial to them, I bet you it would be a different story. And on top of the fact that they're trying to say Putin trying to get in there, get rid of the president to replace it with a puppet from Russia. Basically, the one y'all got in there is a puppet for the UN.
missionary.
So
He a
it's
missionary over in Haiti.
gamesmanship
He has
either way. It's always
he has a
some
lot of
type
ties
of
with other
ploy
people with missionaries.
that's behind the scenes.
Africa.
What we
and,
don't know about.
countries. And I do know
It's never just as
one of
black
his
and white as they make it
missionary,
seem.
Well, I agree with you when they spin the
were
narrative.
definitely
Because
saying
if you
that they're
listen
trying
to
to come up with
Fox,
something
this is
to
all
get
on
some
Joe
of that
Biden.
right
United
from
States is being
back
weak,
to Africa
okay?
because they
So the
were
minute I
literally
send
purposely
our
not
United
allowing
States
them
troops
to
over
cross
there,
Then it's gonna be like, why
why you sending our people over there to get killed? Because the minute them boots touch the ground, that's an act of war. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but why ain't they over there? Why? You know, line is tens of thousands were killed in Rwanda. How come we weren't over there
Exactly.
stopping shit?
Yep.
Not to mention, y'all
mean-
heard what that damn Russian leader said. He said if anybody intervenes and interferes with that shit going over there, you will pay. And I definitely feel like he was specifically talking to the United States.
But I think that's posturing too, because the United States say to do the same shit. They all do that. But because he, just like he can send that shit, the shit can be sent right back to his ass. So it's not, you know what I'm saying? I believe ultimately, like how you were just saying, Frank, they're not gonna send troops over there because it's not beneficial, for one, and they shouldn't send them over there. Why are we getting involved in wars that don't even concern us?
Exactly.
And that's a lot of times been America's problem in the first place. Most of the wars never concerned us. Only one really concerned us was World War II.
Yeah.
Because of Japan dropping, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, yeah. But ultimately, every war that U.S. has been in, maybe besides and 9/11 over in Afghanistan, other than that, that didn't have shit to do with us.
Yeah. So another one that y'all want to speak about too is it's been a crisis that's been going over there in Somalia since what 2000
Since
2021.
forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Since forever.
So,
Ain't doing
they've been
nothing.
violating all kind of international humanitarian laws.
Right, and they ain't went over there and
and they
did
ain't
shit.
went over there yet. So
but
it's
there are
like-
also black people too.
But you did ask me, would I fight? The question is no,
Somalia.
but I wouldn't go to jail either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think, and I know we got into this discussion earlier about who should go and who should be drafted. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I totally agree. If it don't have nothing to do with us, hell to the no. But then again, if you want to send some people over there, send them motherfuckers that's storming the Capitol that you got in jail. Send them over there.
The motherfuckers that's already in jail.
Right, you get your freedom that way. You know what I mean?
Man, I can do everything independent by my damn self and every damn thing else and shit. Sign on up and shit. Just like in shit, this fake story that was out here and shit about Miss Ukraine that supposedly had signed up and shit to go to war, or signed up in the military for Ukraine or whatever. Come to find out, it was a fake story. So she actually was just putting out, say, an actual picture and just say, hey, it was for motivating our people and stuff like that against Russia and stuff like that. But go ahead, the floor is yours.
Okay, so call themselves men. The women that identify themselves as men that are literally saying, I'm a man, and you say anything otherwise is disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Those people should be. I don't want to offend nobody. Lord have mercy, don't say it like that.
Those people?
You already closed the
okay.
door on the white man. Go ahead.
They should. If y'all say y'all men and you want to be respected as a man, and you want to be called a man. Okay, we'll take your ass over there. But here's the dilemma with that, though. The minute you do that, all of the men that are identifying themselves as women are going to be the first ones to use that as
Not going.
It's
Trying
not
to get
going.
out of going.
And that's some
Shit.
bullshit.
And look, if
So what about that? Think about that then.
Here's the deal. I'm quite sure if they go ahead and reenact, say the what you want to call that?
The march. I'm telling you.
As far as martial law, everybody got to go. If you get caught, you're going. They don't give a damn if you a one. Hey, they don't care if you a nigga. A nigga with tits or a bitch with a dick, you going. You know what I'm saying?
But that's
Don't
different
matter.
because we talk about martial law making everybody go, but we still.
Well, that's what selective services and stuff like that
But
really is.
if you
know
a
what I mean?
man who identifies yourself as a bitch,
right?
You still the fucking man. You going.
There you go.
I don't care. You
should go.
You got to go. Period.
You should go because at
Okay.
the end of the day, okay. But my question to y'all is, and we already talked about this, but I want the audience to hear. If it came to that, right? And the men that, you know, because the government is saying like, hey, if you want to identify yourself as a woman, you can. As a matter of fact, you can even change your birth certificate now. You know, we 100% supportive to the LGBT community, right? Mm-hmm. But let's just say if that shit happened, and then they start saying we want all men right now to join this war. What y'all think gonna happen?
Well, I'm quite
They
sure.
gonna make them motherfuckers be like,
they gonna
oh,
go back
that
to
shit don't
their
count no more then.
No, they gonna go back to probably their original, say, birth
Like,
certificate
yep,
and be
or-
like, dig this here. You was
Right,
a motherfucking
that-
man
that's
or
what I'm
woman.
saying.
They
when you-
still got you
yeah.
signed up for selected services, regardless
Yep.
of whatever you change.
And
They know who you are.
And I just wanted the audience to hear that, just to give y'all something to think about, you know, because everybody claimed that the government got their back and they in here. The second some shit go to pop off, all that shit that they saying to y'all gonna go right out the fucking window,
Yeah.
and y'all gonna be the first ones on that front line.
Yeah, they
not
ain't gonna give a
They
shit.
not gonna give a fuck about that birth certificate, none of
No.
that shit. If you were for real born a man, you gonna be the first one on the front line.
And then the women who think they're dudes, they gonna stop being dudes real quick. I'm a female. I'm a female. I ain't a dude.
But
no
you know
more.
what though? I honestly think with the way, like, even and as jokingly as y'all are, as far as these women, you know, claiming to be, you know, the dominant ones, I honestly feel like those women is gonna go. I
You
feel
might
like
get a
the
couple.
mental illness is so real.
I agree with
Yeah.
you to a certain extent, because you're gonna get a couple just
you
to
get-
prove, yeah, I am a man, I can go do this, blah blah blah. But the majority, I think, is not gonna be like,
Really, you don't think so?
No.
No.
The majority
You'll
of
get
them.
the
No.
exceptions, not the
Yeah,
rule.
yeah.
You know what
No.
I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's all about still surviving.
I'm
You know
going
what
to
I mean?
tell you, I've
So-
been to Afghanistan. I've been to Iraq. You in a war, that shit is 150% different.
Mm-hmm.
You could talk that shit on the street, but when you in a war,
Yeah.
no, So I shouldn't even be over here, and he's did some bullshit, and because I asked somebody, I literally asked her, right, and she like, yeah, I'm shipping out because I was in Afghanistan at the time. I'm going to Iraq. I said, you scared? She said, hell yeah. I said, can you pull the trigger? She goes, I don't think I can pull the trigger. I said, you'll pull that motherfucker if it comes down to you or them. Trust me.
Yeah.
You'll pull it.
Yeah.
But like you see people are really not willing to sign up for the military, fight for this country like that. Because look at what they do to our veterans.
Yeah.
All that PSTD, all that, you know, post-traumatic syndrome, and they're
don't take care of
homeless.
them. Yep.
And, you know, war affects people in a totally different way that nobody understands.
Yeah.
Right,
And one
right.
thing on that, man, I will say this. You know, I totally, you know what I'm saying, feel like anybody that served, you know what I'm saying, in country should never have to pay for their health care insurance or
Nothing,
anything
everything,
like that. You know what I mean?
If
Like,
you serve
did
the country,
you did the ultimate fucking
yeah,
sacrifice.
to me,
you know what I'm saying? Especially
you
if
should have
got-
to. You should come home, be set up. They should have had at least 250,000 waiting on y'all when you get back. Health care and all that shit.
Look, people were doing everything they possibly could to be declared not fit to serve. Like they were over there drinking hand sanitizer. You know what I'm saying?
Just
Like
to
I'm
get up out
drinking
of that
hand
belief.
just to get up out of that.
I
shit.
can believe it though,
Damn.
because all that shit is
Just
that
to
shit
get
was-
up out of there.
Yep.
Damn, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like anything they could do just to get up out of that situation
Right.
and get sent home, they gonna do it.
Yeah.
So all these so-called studs and, you know, they gonna revert right back to women. Like you gonna see them in a dress on draft day. Well, they must have me wrong. Here I go.
Yep.
So look, if anybody want to go ahead and call in on the subject, call in at 248-690-5996.
And now that Keys left the room, and all you women who don't think you need a man and shit and can do it by your damn self, I don't need nobody. What the-
Right. Yeah. That shit, man. The shit is crazy. If you look at the whole situation, I don't know. It just seems to me like they have been posturing for what, two weeks before they went in there,
Yeah.
and you had the heads up on this and that, and why didn't Ukraine? I mean, I know their army is not nowhere near.
Unfortunately, I'm unavailable.
Man.
If you can leave your name,
I know
and
their army is nowhere near like Russia's, but you should have you was warned what was going on.
Yeah.
So why didn't y'all start setting up defenses and everything to prepare for what's about to come?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
So look, I got a question. Do y'all? Okay, so if say the worst of the worst, you know what I'm saying, happen. You know what I'm saying? So say the worst of the worst and shit might happen. Say if you know, Putin feel like he's backed in the corner, right? When it comes to this war stuff, right? And you know, they cut him off as far as economic wise, as far as his people and stuff like that. You back him in the corner. Do you think he had pushed that button?
I think here's what's gonna happen. Let me jump into something real quick. Okay, and then I'll make my point. Like Afghanistan, they knew where Bin Laden was.
Same thing you about to do to the country.
They was 30 minutes
same shit
away.
about to happen to you. So everybody's just gonna be wiped out. You ain't ruling shit, did you? Like all your people did. So I honestly,
I think what's gonna
that's
happen
just like
is
Kim Jong
he'll
Un.
be
He threatens
assassinated,
his shit
and
all
then
the
what
time.
they'll say is a
and that.
bomb hit the embassy.
Ultimately, I don't think he'll
And
never
it
do it.
killed
And
you
they ain't put in there after him
gives him a
because
chance to push
again,
that
goes
button.
back to
You
what I
know
was
what I'm
saying about
saying?
Ukraine.
Then it's like, oh,
North
you
Korea
knew.
don't have shit to offer. It's nothing. There's no benefit from them to go in there and like all these superpowers, they got these. So I don't think they will actually do it because you may one time get a motherfucker that's actually insane enough to try it. What will be? I don't really think that.
And then think about it too. Everybody can be bought. There's people in Putin's cabinet who feels like he's wrong.
Right.
And that's why he's trying to surround himself, like the narcissist Trump is, with people who agree. Yeah. So if you get a call saying, look here, we about to take your dog out.
Yeah.
What you want to do?
Yeah.
You with us?
Yeah, because they saying that, because even right now, I mean, even though it's reported, you got to kind of like take stuff nowadays with a grain of salt.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it is being reported that a lot of their citizens and stuff like that or whatever, and even their military really is like, man, this ain't what we're trying to do.
Nobody wants the war.
Yeah.
The citizens are rebelling. They don't want a war. They said, we don't see what's the need for it.
Yeah.
We've been getting along with peace. Everything's been going good. You're that narcissistic. And when you got people in the American cabinet saying...
we got a call on the line?
Oh, shit. We got a call.
We got a caller.
Welcome to Str8 Shoot'n'. Who's calling?
Hello, caller. You there?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, who's on the line? We
calling?
got the call on the line?
Yes, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
You guys hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear you. Who's calling?
Hi, this is Karen.
Oh,
Hi, guys.
shit.
This is Karen. I was actually calling. You know, I'm really bothered by this topic. You know, and I wanted to give my input on it. As far as this topic is concerned, as far as who needs to be going over to this war over in Ukraine, and I just wanted to let something up because, you know, you guys tickle my fancy, and I just got something to say that I wanted to give my opinion about. Well,
All
first
right.
of all, I'd like to say, you know, the people that they need to be sending over there is you guys' people.
I
Say
you
our
guys-
guys. Who you
Who
talking
you
about?
mean here? Our guy.
Yeah, those
You talking about the Str8 Shoot'n' cast?
the Daquans and Jaquantes and all those people, all of those people. Hey, don't you guys love killing each other?
Listen,
over
Karen,
there, over those,
why
Air
every
Force
time
Ones?
you call
Don't
in,
you guys love that?
we have to go through. We have to go through this with you.
First
It's
of
not
all,
about going through anything, but I'm just asking you to be honest with
You
me.
don't want to send
Don't you
your son
guys
Scooter
love
the
killing each
Shooter?
other?
I didn't know
we're
white
not
people
gonna
listen
talk
to the
about
show.
that. We're talking about, you know, colored people are the number one people in this whole world that will kill each other just looking at each other.
You think so?
You guys love killing each other. You guys love showing those Uzis and those AK-47s. You guys love it. So this is an opportunity to show that.
Karen,
that
let me
love
ask you.
that
Let me
you
ask
all
you a
claim to
question,
be,
Karen.
right?
Let me ask you a question.
Right.
You call our show at least once a month, and you come with your racist topics and always calling us out.
First of all, don't you ever in your life accuse me of being racist. I have black friends. I have black grandkids. I'm not racist.
You got
I am
black
not racist.
grandkids?
I won't stand
So
for
would
that.
you, so you gonna
I
send
have
your
black
grandkids over there?
Right.
Absolutely not. No, but I'm talking
You
about
ever ride
you
a
people.
black
Those
dick? That's what I want to
have
know.
those baggy pants. You know, this is the problem with niggers. They never, you guys take everything as a joke.
No, we got to end
This is
that
the problem
call.
with you niggers. You take everything as a joke. Every nigger needs to be sent over there. That's in prison, and that's walking around here carrying those Uzis.
Does that
Those
mean
are
you
the
don't
ones
want to
that
ride a
need to be
black
sent over
dick?
there.
That's what.
You guys, you know what? Oh, you know what? Kiss my fucking cunt. You're a cunt. You're a fucking cunt for saying that. Kiss my white ass. And you guys never take
have a good day,
anything
Karen.
seriously. And
Right.
Yeah,
Watch
well,
watch them
you
cars when you
motherfucker.
crossing the street.
Enjoy your mayonnaise sandwich.
Yeah, you're a fucking.
I agree with you, though. We should send Bobby the Bomber over there. You know what I'm saying?
Scooter the shooter.
Right,
and shit,
right,
you know what I
right.
mean?
Send him over there.
All the goddamn school shooters and shit.
You know
what
why
I mean?
Karen got mad? Because she didn't have a black dick, and her neighbors are listening
Oh
to
yeah,
that
I'm
shit.
pretty sure she did.
Exactly. Talking about she got some black friends. Yeah, I know you do. Probably several. Probably been all up in that ass. You know what I mean? Probably ghetto gagging her ass and all kind of nasty shit. You know what I mean?
And that's why she's so angry.
Right,
You're right.
all the time.
Did she say Devontae and Arante?
She said Shaquan.
Jaquan and some shit.
Every last one of y'all.
And when you must have been in the bathroom, boo boo, we just had this Karen call and shit. And when you need to be talking shit to Karen, you know
I'll
what I
hurt
mean?
her ass.
Oh, hell
Going
no.
in on y'all.
Yeah, damn.
Fucking Karen.
Right, you know what I mean?
She said, you niggers need to go over there and do war.
I didn't know
Karen need to sit her ass down, eat her casserole, and be fucking happy watching
Her
ball.
belly.
Right, eat that right.
Raisins in it.
Eat her stuffing with raisins in it, right? You know what I mean?
I still didn't know white people listen to the show. That's what
Hell
gets
yeah,
me.
we straight shooting. Everybody listening to our shit. Don't
Everybody
get it
listen to
twisted.
us.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh damn, Karen, make us some potato salad with the raisins.
With the
in it.
Karen, if you still listening, next time you call, you owe us a green bean casserole. Bring it up to the show.
And why she talking about the shit, hey, about say black people and shit with guns and this, that, and other. Hell, I'm quite sure she know, with Uzis and shit. I'm quite sure y'all had them motherfuckers out there hunting and shit. While
Right.
It's deer season fucking now, ain't it? Shit, you know what I'm saying? I should have asked her how many goddamn deers she done killed so far.
I do have a question
what I
to
mean?
what she said.
What's that?
What?
My question would be is something she said. I'm not saying Karen is right, but do y'all feel like if there was something drastic like that happened and they started drafting our people, y'all don't feel like the people in prisons should be drafted first?
The people who what?
The people that's in prison.
Oh.
Like the ones who did fucked up shit,
I mean,
killing people?
the ones who got life and shit like that, yeah, probably so. The ones who fucking actual hardcore criminals, not nobody that's in there for a weed case or no
Right,
shit like that.
right.
But
Man, they
yeah.
ain't gonna send their ass. As soon as they get some damn weird, they gonna shoot up the whole motherfucking platoon or something.
Not a-
you know what I
well,
mean?
No, but them
Nah.
motherfuckers, no. Them motherfuckers,
Not if it was
They
a
fucking crazy and shit. They
them
mental
if they
fucking-
give these
yeah.
motherfuckers the option to where, like, okay, look, we'll commune your sentence if you go over here and fight this war
There
or
you
whatever
go.
this and that. They'll take their ass over there.
Yeah.
Probably so.
We'll knock 20 years off your sentence or if
some
you know what I'm saying?
It don't
I don't
mean.
think that they will give you a choice. They just, I feel like, I don't feel like they would even give them a choice.
See, but
it's
here's
just
the
take your
thing.
ass over there.
It don't mean that you still ain't grimy once they send you over there. Because
Oh, no.
just because you wear the uniform, don't mean it changes who you are as a person.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're
so
right.
would they go over there? Yeah. Would they try to escape? Hell to the yeah.
I'm sure they probably would, but shit, where they going?
Where they
the
going?
fuck
That's
you
what I was
gonna
gonna say. Where you gonna go? Not in
you
somebody
ain't-
else's country.
It's-
You better off sticking with the people
Yeah,
that you
exactly.
with.
Yeah,
At that point-
but you come on, you know how brothers are. They'll make a motherfucking way.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
They like, I'm gonna hook up with this little Ukrainian white chick,
Yeah, that's true.
and I'm gonna be straight in them.
Yeah, shit.
Niggas will make a way. I
Say
have to
pounding
hit
some
that.
flat ass. You know what I mean?
They won't fight. They will find a way to. Yo, dog. As soon as we hit ground, I'm up this motherfucker,
Kidnap the sergeant.
Got into that shit. So I know how to hell yeah.
So let me ask y'all this real quick, or whatever and shit. Do y'all even go see, do y'all know like a lot of people and shit that go to say the range and know how to break down a damn gun, or you know what I'm saying? You know how to
actually has over 500 rifles. So I do know, like, my brothers and all of them, like, Christmas, they all got, like, well, last year, but, so I do know that they know how to put stuff down. And then my sons get military, so we got all that time off.
No, that was
And I
last year.
actually,
No, when it was last year.
it was?
Yeah, the beginning of last year.
No, 2020.
It was 2020.
Y'all sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
2020.
It was 2020.
I graduated.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
19, yeah.
Nah, nah, I'm thinking
So,
about it, right.
back when we had a lot of time on our hands and we was getting paid to stay at home,
Yeah.
I personally, I can speak for everybody else, but I utilized all of that time to do shit that I had always wanted to do, but I never had the
Right.
time to do.
Shit,
So,
me too.
I learned how to grow. That's when I actually first started my grow operation, like using them. But if I had to,
Okay.
I would.
Well,
But,
shit.
yeah.
I still got shit left over from Y2K, so I'm straight. Like potted meat,
right.
water in the storage room,
right,
got some old ass spam.
Right.
I got shit that's stocked up. I got food that's stocked up. I know how to grow vegetables and stuff like that. You know, I learned that, and then I also know how to get my ass out here and fish.
Yeah.
I ain't hunting, but I mean, that's something that you can self-teach yourself if you really need to, I guess. But
All them deers over in what's
Deers
that?
be in the hood.
shit,
Yeah, in the
everywhere
hood,
now, shit.
Brightmore and
Yeah.
7 Mile and
Shit,
Evergreen.
the other
Y'all
day,
was
what,
on-
a couple
yeah.
weeks
all that
ago,
shit,
shit,
yeah.
I seen 2 dead deers down the street
Yeah.
on the side of the road.
Like
so,
over, like in 7 Mile area, like 7 Mile and Evergreen, they everywhere.
yeah, yep.
I mean, if you really wanted to get down,
no, they in the hood,
They
period.
Yeah,
everywhere.
so I mean,
They
you know,
got lost. That's what happened.
Right,
like, where
right.
the fuck
because
we
they
at?
asses running out of motherfucking
They running out of
everything,
room.
all they space is getting took down, and they populate like a motherfucker.
Right,
That's
right.
part of the reason why hunting allowed anyway. Because if you don't control the deer population, the motherfuckers will.
Yeah.
They'll be around this bitch like fucking cats and fucking dogs.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
So-
this: if we went to war, they wouldn't be populated no more.
Yeah, no,
Every
motherfuckers-
last one of them damn
motherfuckers be
things.
getting towed up and
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
But definitely and shit. So if anybody out there, you know what I'm saying, that hasn't had a chance to start learning those things to prepare for anything, you know what I'm saying, you definitely want to go ahead and start, you know, getting yourself involved in trying to prepare yourself for anything to happen, just for, you know, your loved ones, yourself, and so forth. You know what I mean? Say you got a computer in your damn hand, because mostly everybody got a damn cell phone. So you can go on YouTube and YouTube some shit on how to grow some things, cook some things, hunt, fish, like you said, start storing, you know what I mean, your dry foods and stuff like that or whatever, you know. And definitely, because some shit will happen. I mean, especially here, you know what I mean, where you have your electricity and shit like that always going out. Hell, you have shit going out now with all these fucking potholes. So, you know what I mean?
And you know, I think they should send the prisoners, because they're like MacGyver. They can make a fucking shank out of anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
They
Yeah.
cook grilled cheese with
on the stairs. I seen them cooking them. Did y'all see the
I did
prisoners
see
cooking
that
them on the
shit.
stairs?
Yeah, they was cooking some goddamn food and shit on some motherfucking stairs. They had
Hibachi
damn-
rice.
I was like, yeah, I was
Hey.
like, what the
They them some creative motherfuckers.
They are.
That's
Hey.
why I said if you put them over there, because what they do in Afghanistan, what they used to do is they would take snipers and they would drop them off and just leave them out there for like 4 or 5 days, and your job was to shoot anything that came down that road. They didn't give a fuck.
Damn.
I ain't gonna be here when they get back, so you know,
right,
it's like, you want to go over there? Hey, they gonna let me out?
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
Yeah.
like, that's saving us tons of money. Why spend money?
Yeah, that's true. You know what I'm saying?
You
I
know?
definitely think and whatever and shit, they will have a nice pool of people and shit. Even like, say, people like you said that might not even been over, you know, maybe even locked up for like harsh crimes, but they might be doing like a lot of time. You know what I
Right.
mean? You know, it could be shit. I don't know, a drug offense or something like that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You know,
I mean,
it's
and let's keep it real. It's not like Joe Biden ain't on the phone talking to Obama, talking to Bush. They talking to former presidents. They're talking to generals. You know, how should we handle this? What should I do? Just because he ain't saying it don't mean it ain't going down. You know what I'm saying? They already know what they're going to do.
I don't know. You sure he talking, man? They call him Sleepy Joe for a reason. Huh? That motherfucker might be.
Well, if he ain't talking, Kamala Harris
yeah, I
is talking.
know.
They talking.
Her ass ain't saying shit. You ain't seen her ass since she got elected and shit. that's gonna conclude our show for today.
Damn, it's over already.
It is. And time went past quick as hell, didn't it?
I
We had a
wanted
good
to,
show, that's why.
Karen, I want you to come down and get this gig.
She gonna do it, then she gonna say rape afterwards.
I'm
He
gonna tell
raped
Karen
me.
I got this orange trench coat for you. It's bad.
You see, hey,
Look
she
at
said she
Keys,
got
you
black
ain't
crack
shit.
kids.
You
Wait,
ain't-
that bitch can't fit that shit.
I'll trick off with it, Karen. I'll trick off.
Right.
So we appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight, that watched us on Facebook and YouTube and podcasting. Make sure y'all tune in next week. We will have guest Amber Ewing, up and coming comedian. She will be in the building. And again, we would like to thank everyone that called in, except you, Karen. Fuck you. Everybody else that checked in on social media. And we are
out.
Oh, much love, appreciation, and love.
Dang, it's 9:30 already.